Hi, welcome to this demo of the FIDES Blue Pages. My name is Ilko Klaver, CTO of Credenco, and together with the Dutch Tax Office, Dutch Chamber of Commerce, Unifiedpost and FIDESLabs, we built this application to show the power of decentralized identifiers and trusted data. The FIDES Blue Pages is a distributed business catalog. You can look for information about organizations and you can trust the information because it's based on information that's actually issued by trusted parties. Well, let's see. If I want to look up a company that's doing something with furniture, like a wholesale company or maybe a crafting company, I can look up the information. I can look up for a company like Fernie, press search, and I will find all kinds of companies that do something with furnishing. Of course, I can also search for all information in the catalog, and you will find all businesses that have been registered in this business catalog. Well, the business catalog is, if you look at the About page, you can find all kinds of information about the business catalog. And it's actually a place to look for organizations, and since the organizations themselves are able to publish information about themselves that have been issued by trusted companies like the Chamber of Commerce or the Dutch Tax Office, you can trust the information that is shown in this catalog. I will continue with the demo. So now I have a company, Furnitrade, and there's actually little information registered about me. It's my contact information. You can see that I'm the actual issuer of this, so this is less trustworthy than when you use information that has been issued by an authorized party. But this is the information that I supply about my company. And I can look at other companies like Dutch Craft Furnishing, and you will see that it has a Chamber of Commerce registration, and that has been issued by the Chamber of Commerce. So it's actually more trustworthy than the other information. And you can see that there's a tax ID or a VAT ID that has been issued by the Dutch Tax Office. And all this information is validated, so you can see which kind of validations have been performed on the credentials. So you see in this case the information, it has not expired, it's still valid, it's been issued by a trusted EPSI issuer, and the signature is also valid. So now, let's say I'm a company Furnitrade and I want to update my information. I go to my organizational wallet. In this case, we'll use the Credenco organizational wallet. And in this wallet, you will see the information about Furnitrade. So I have a number of credentials that have been issued to me. So I have a deed of incorporation from the notary. I have, when I started the company, I have a tax registration statement, which says what my VAT number is. And it has been issued by the Dutch Tax Office. And I have a legal PID, which is actually the identification of my company. It has been issued by the Chamber of Commerce, and you will see it contains my identifier for my company and my legal person name, so the name of my company. And it has been issued by the Chamber of Commerce. Now, let's say I want to add to update the information in the Blue Pages. I will go to my public profile, and my public profile actually shows the information that I put in my DID document. So it's all information is stored in the DID document as a service endpoint, and in this case we will use linked verifiable presentations to add the information that we would like to add. So we have the information about our address. I can actually edit this. Let's say I moved to a different address. You can see here that the address is Zonweg, but now I move to a different address. And I update this information. And this information is automatically published to the my DIT document, and the Blue Pages will automatically update it because it is resolving the DIT document and retrieving the information on the fly. So my address has now been changed, but I also want to add other information like my Chamber of Commerce number, so I can add credentials from my wallet. Now, in this case, I want to start with the LPID because that's my identifier for my company. And this is a selectively disclosable credential. So I can specify which attributes I would like to add to my public profile. In this case, I would like to add both because they are both interesting numbers. The person ID, I can be looked up for for this number, and this is the name of my company. So other companies can actually trust my company name. So if I add this to my profile, this credential is turned into a verifiable presentation, and that is linked to my DID document. Now, if I go to the Blue Pages, I can wait for it to automatically update it because it will crawl all the DIT documents that have been, all the DITs that have been registered. But now I will refresh my screen and in real time resolve the DIT document, and you will see I have an LPID with the legal person identifier and legal person name. And you can see that it's valid and that it has been issued by a trusted party. I can also click through to the party, and this is actually the Chamber of Commerce in the Netherlands, and which is the business registry for companies. So I can trust this data. Now let's also add a tax, my VAT number, because I want to do some trading with other companies, and they always want to know my VAT number. And in this case, they can trust it. They can trust what I say because it has been issued by the Dutch tax office. So I can add this. This is a normal credential, not selectively disclosable. So all the fields will automatically, the attributes will automatically be added. Now, when I look in the business catalog, you will also see that I have a tax registration. Okay. So my company is now up to date. It has been registered in the Blue Pages, and I can be found. Now let's see what other companies can do with that. If I will log out of this wallet, and I will log in as another person. In this case, I'm the owner of a furnishing, a crafting company which creates furnishing, and I want to do business with FurniTrade. So in order to do that, I can look in the Blue Pages to search for all companies that would like to do something, that would like to buy my furniture. So I look for Furni, and it will find FurniTrade, and I can check the information and say, yeah, okay, I trust this information. I can even, besides all the credentials, I can also see some other endpoints like my eInvoicing endpoint. I will come back to that later, and my relying party endpoint. So I can trust this company. I want to do business with FurniTrade, so I will probably call them and ask them if they want to buy my furniture that I nicely crafted, and they want that, so they make some orders, and then I want to send an invoice to FurniTrade. Now, if I do that, I can send an invoice, you can see in my wallet that I also have a public profile, of course, but I also have a trusted contacts. Let's delete this one first. What you can do with your trusted contacts, it is automatically connected to the Blue Pages. So here I can also look for companies. So I can search for Fernie and it will automatically find all the options that match what I've been looking for. I can also look for instance, for a number, the Chamber of Commerce number. So all attributes that are in the credentials can be looked for. It's kind of a Google search. And I could add this as a trusted contact to my wallet, but I don't want to do that. I want to create an invoice now. And when I do that, it will also automatically look for the trusted party and it will automatically add it to my contacts. So if I send an invoice, I can I get a nice form, I can fill it in. But for invoices, the standard is UBL. So I can also decide to upload my UBL file that has been generated from my my ERP system or my accounting system, my finance system. So I will upload it, and it will be parsed, and it goes very fast because in this UBL there is the Chamber of Commerce number of Furnitrade. I looked it up in the Blue Pages and I filled it in my finance system. And then it will now automatically, based on that Chamber of Commerce number, it will look for a company with that number and it finds a Furnitrade in the Blue Pages. So that's correct. I want to create an invoice for Furnitrade, and then I can choose where to send the invoice to. As we saw here, the DIT document of Furnitrade also says I have an eInvoice endpoint, and you can send it to me in two ways. You can either send it to my HTTP endpoint, my transport type, or you can send it to my PEPL transport type. And when you send it to my HTTP endpoint, there are two types of documents that I support. Actually, it's the invoice, normal invoice, version UBL 2.1, and a credit note. If you would like to send that. And for PEPL, I have a number of other documents that I support. So now I want to send it to my HTTP endpoint, and which is actually you see the endpoints here, and I choose HTTP because it will then be sent to my organizational wallet, and it will automatically be validated there. So it's automatically retrieved the invoice number, the invoice date, the due date of it's an old invoice, so the due date has been is in the past. Never mind, and it will automatically retrieve the amounts, including and excluding taxes. So now I can send my invoice. And what it does is it will look up the company, validate all the credentials that have been linked in the DIT document of the organization, in this case Furnitrade, and when it trusts Furnitrade, it will automatically add it to my trusted contacts. So now I have sent Furnitrade my invoice. I will log off and I will log in as Charlotte again. So I am now in the wallet of Charlotte from Furnitrade, and I can see my inbox, and there is my invoice that has just been sent by Dutch Craft Furnishing. And you can see the status is valid. I can open it and you will see the information about the invoice. You can even download the UBL. Well, this takes some time apparently. It's opening. No, I don't know why it maybe we can, there it is. Okay, so this is my UBL document, and it can be sent to my finance system to be paid. You can see it's from Dutch Graph Furnishing. And also the validation of the content of the UBL is also performed. So if Dutch Graph Furnishing says this is my bank account number, it's here, my bank account number, you can also, or this is my tax number, you can also validate it against the Blue Pages, so that you will never send a fake a payment for a fake invoice again, because the invoice has been checked. Now you can find all kinds of information about the Blue Pages in the About page. You can see the use case that I just demoed. You can see the architecture. So the business catalog is the actual Blue Pages. It has a web front end, it has a back end, it has an API that is used by the organizational wallet to look in the Blue Pages. Of course, it has a database to do some caching, and it has a number of crawlers. It will automatically crawl all DIT documents from EPSI. So when a new DIT document has been added to the DIT registry in EPSI, it will automatically be crawled and be added to the catalog if it's an organizational DIT. For the web crawler, the DITs will have to be automatically added, or have to be manually added, and then they will be automatically crawled further on. So we can actually do that. So if you are a new company and you're not listed in the Blue Pages yet, what you would do is you would go to your organizational wallet, look for your DIT ID. In this case, it's a DIT web, and you can register here. And if you register, it will first, it will resolve the DIT document. It will show all the information, and if it's correct, you can add it to the Blue Pages. Yeah, this is the same DIT document that's already been added, so I won't add it again. So that's about it. The source code is here, so you can actually run your Blue Pages yourself. There's some API documentation that you can use, and that is used in by the organizational wallets to retrieve the DITs and to add new DITs to the Blue Pages. Here is some information about what you need to register a new organization. So we have a number of supported service types, like linked verifiable presentations, the eInvoice, the OpenID for VCI and OpenID for VP. And we have a number of supported credential types. This is all configurable in the Blue Pages, but these are the credentials that we have configured. And then you can also look at the trust list for the different type of credentials. So if you have any questions, you can always contact any of us. Here is the list of companies that have created this solution. So I hope you found it interesting.